Standing 40.5 meters tall, this totem pole in Beacon Hill Park towers over the tallest trees and is a symbol of BC's rich First Nation history. But a plaque added to the pole just 2 years after it was erected in 1956 was a mystery to many.
A council decided, they were going to make it a memorial pole. And like I say, nobody knew about it.
The remarkable history of this pole is now being told in a film called Story Pole, Indigenous Veterans and the World's Tallest Totem, a story about how the carvers of this giant, Mungo Martin and Henry Hunt, set out to tell the story of Indigenous peoples.
It would be an important opportunity to educate people from around the world in a time when very little was known about the many Indigenous nations in British Columbia and across Canada.
But 2 years later, the pole became even more.
There was a war memorial plaque placed at its base. And in that way, there was an effort really to bring attention to Indigenous veterans by placing this plaque on the tallest pole in the world. And so that is the point of departure for the film.
The release of the film coincides with the 80th anniversary of the liberation of the Netherlands from the Nazis, an Allied operation in which the 1st Canadian Army played a key role, with 7,600 soldiers losing their lives in the process, including many First Nations.
It allows us to step into a story about why the plaque was placed on the pole. And that takes us on a journey starting in the 50s of the experience of Indigenous veterans after the Second World War and how they were treated. And they just simply didn't get the same rights and benefits as non-Indigenous veterans.
The inequities in how First Nation people were treated when they left the Army. They didn't get pension because they were told they could collect welfare.
The film will be screened internationally in the Netherlands this weekend and will be aired here on Czech TV tomorrow, Saturday at 6 p.m.